Dumelang. In today's episode, I want to cover the press that Umkhonto Wesizwe had for the media ahead of their busy December schedule. I think everybody was waiting to see if Umkhonto Wesizwe is going to respond to the attacks launched by Julius Malema from the EFF camp to the Umkhonto Wesizwe, calling them an enemy. And now, an enemy, I do agree, is a big word. And we had the advocate, DALI MPOFU, responding to those statements of the EFF CIC, Julius Malema. And the way he responded was the way I expected the MK political party to respond. The MK political party has got, let's say, seasonal, more older type of politicians there in the leadership. So I expected them not to fight toe for toe like the EFF wants them to fight, but to show some type of maturity. And I was not disappointed with the answer that DALI MPOFU said. And also something that is very interesting, you see how mainstream media is trying to create a big drama out of these two fights, because that's what the enemy wants us. It wants us to fight each other, to be distracted with one another while they are busy cooking some big things in the background. And that's why African people have never was in all the years able to defeat the colonizers, because we were busy fighting each other. It's very sad. And I also, with that presser of the EFF, I saw a clip that emerged that people say Julius Malema embarrassed Leanne by correcting her in the beginning of the presser, telling her, listen, these people were not here, and you're not just speaking to these people alone. People are watching. Tell them why we are here. And, you could see some type of discomfort on her face when Julius Malema was correcting her there. But she put herself back together. And I want to address if that was a disrespectful moment from the CIC, because people say that he does not respect other leaders. And I want to correct that today. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono Ngwane, Mr. Easy Imali Enengi, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I'm covering just two topics for you guys today: the EFF and the MK political party, mainstream media, whatever is happening. So, guys, if our leaders are not careful, I don't know, man. These politicians, man. We don't listen and we don't learn. We don't learn. It's like our political maturity. First of all, as Africans, we need to understand that this political system that was given to us by named democracy and elections does not work for us. It is the master's tool to further control us as African people. We will never get full liberation in Africa using this political system. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm telling you, once you start getting closer to winning, you will get sanctions, you will get attacked, you will get isolated, you will struggle. The investors will pull out. Your country will struggle to a point where people are saying things like they say in South Africa. They say, hey, you know what? During apartheid, it was better. Imagine a person who did not have freedom of movement, could not go to certain areas, could not get into certain institutions, and all can come back and say, hey, but during apartheid, it was better. The colonized mind needs to be decolonized in a high sense. So I'm always disappointed when I see politicians do amateur mistakes. You know, do amateur mistakes like these people, are they sitting down at home and thinking, you know what? Let's just spin this whole thing around and show these colonizers, whoever is trying to control us, that we can outsmart them. We can outsmart them. They are not doing it. So I don't know. You know, when the CIC said the MK party is enemy number one, I knew the media was going to jump on that. The media is actually probably going to speak about this the whole week. They did ask the MK about it, but they're going to continue asking the whole week because it makes news. Drama sells. Drama sells for the news outlets. So you hear Uqolani trying to get Junior to say, trying to get Junior to say something juicy about this MK. And I'm like, I hope my people who are watching King Said So, who I have warned about mainstream media, can hear how he's fishing.
Junior, as journalists, political journalists to be specific, we're going to obviously watch the tone of language, the actual language used, words used, this nonsense, quote unquote, from DALI MPOFU. That's very interesting, given that not so long ago, he was part of the EFF fold. Yet, you were part of the journalists that questioned the EFF leader as to whether or not there was now bad blood between the EFF and the MK party. At first, it was a dismissal of the question. No,
Indeed.
There's no bad blood.
Indeed.
But the gloves genuinely came off yesterday on the back of that Constitutional Court sitting. So is there any doubt in your mind as a journalist that these two parties, at least their leaders, I mean, there was even a declaration that we are going to the Constitutional Court with the ATM, but these ones
should not attend, indeed.
There's bad blood, is there not?
There is bad blood, but one thing that the MK party is trying to create, it's trying to maintain the decorum because they are saying that the only way that you can remove a party as big as the ANC, a party that has been in the political landscape for almost 100 years, over 100 years now, is only when these smaller parties unite and work together to remove the ANC. So they are trying to keep that decorum, but the EFF has made it very clear that the MK party is our biggest enemy right now. Julius Malema feels like the MK party is actually infiltrating the EFF. They are trying to steal more of its leaders, and they're trying to basically dissolve the EFF and make it an MK party. Wow.
Now, if you are a wise person, you can listen. You can hear that Utoli is trying to fish something. He's trying to get Junior to say. Junior is telling him, but the MK is not there. The MK are saying they're not going to play this ball of tit for tat with the EFF. But he's trying as political journalists. We are going to fish. When he says this nonsense, this rubbish you can see he's trying to get something out of Junior, but Junior has not caught the ball yet. Junior is still those guys who don't know that they are working within a captured system. They still don't know, so they don't play the obvious. They don't play it obvious for us. But anyway, I want to also address this issue of the EFF feels like the MK political party is poaching their members. Ne? Listen to me, guys, and entertain this thought with me. And please, EFF guys, feel free to correct me on the comment section. My MK people, feel free to correct me on the comment section. Here's what I see. Because this is something that nobody's talking about. Who has left the EFF? Is Floyd Shivambu, DALI MPOFU, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, and Manye. Okay, so Umanya, we don't count him. That one we always knew he's super loyal to Jacob Zuma. I mean, he's the spokesperson of the Jacob Zuma Foundation. So we know organization. So we know that one Umanya is he's okay. This three that we are talking about, Floyd Shivambu, DALI MPOFU, and Busisiwe Mkhwebane, those are the people that left the EFF. Because the EFF is saying, listen, you guys are poaching our members. But after all the drama happened, it is the CIC, DALI MPOFU, and Floyd Shivambu, and all the other leaders who admitted that they were participating in these talks before elections. So, listen, before elections, DALI MPOFU, Floyd were attending meetings with Vuyani Tambo. They were attending meetings. Marshall Dlamini, they were attending meetings. In those meetings, they were convinced that they were in the wrong vehicle. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? In those meetings is where they were convinced that maybe we should play for this different team. And like I said, the colonizers gave us this political system knowing that it will divide us even further. Look what is happening in Namibia right now. Look at what is happening in Mozambique. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So there is and I hope the Namibian people vote differently. We're waiting to hear the results today. And we are divided because of these political colors that we are sitting under. But did the MK political party really poach, like go out and seek and take and steal members from the EFF? If so, who are those members? DALI MPOFU? No. Why am I saying no? Because Julius Malema has admitted that DALI MPOFU himself was open about this move and this MK thing and everything. The DALI MPOFU resignation did not surprise Julius Malema because DALI MPOFU was already on the other side. The Floyd Shivambu might have caught him by surprise, but for me is, what did you expect when you were sending these people to all of these meetings? There they got, it's Julius Malema that said Jacob Zuma addressed these people for 3 hours. In that 3 hours, he convinced those leaders to leave that party and come join this party. It's politics. You can't be a Kaizer Chief owner and want to keep all the players like Mamelodi Sundowns. There is a player that is going to leave your team. It's the nature of the game, unfortunately. And Busisiwe Mkhwebane, I said it when she joined the Ntenyo, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart because I love that woman. I said when she went to the EFF that the EFF saved this woman from depression because she was going down the road and the EFF catched her. You know, I thought the EFF was going to do the same with Dr. John Hlophe. But with Busisiwe Mkhwebane, the husband is on the other side. What type of woman would not choose peace in a household? Because these are political rivals. You must choose peace in your house. And she went over there. You understand? So for me, I'm waiting for, if there's someone that we can say is going to be lobbied, is Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi or anyone else that is going to leave now, because the EFF has not lost 10,000 people or 20 people for that matter to the MK political party. Is that former chairperson of Limpopo who left, and guys, I can't name 10 people that left the EFF and went to the MK party. You guys help me on the comment section if you can name 10 people, because that will be equal to poaching and interfering with the EFF's business. That for me, you understand? So I'm saying the MK political party, yes, took 2 or 3 members from the EFF, but they left at their own accord. It was not a hunt. It was not a hunt down. This idea of black unity is very enticing to DALI MPOFU and Floyd Shivambu. That's why those people went that side, because they felt it from this side of the fence that cannot be achieved. That's all I'm going to say. So DALI MPOFU finally responded to the statement that Julius Malema made to say, hey, Bafetu, the MK political party is the number one enemy. No, he didn't say number one enemy. He says he's the enemy of the EFF, and we are not afraid of them. We're gonna get to them toe to toe. We're gonna fight them, and wherever we go, we don't want them. We will meet them in Parliament. And this is what DALI MPOFU responded and said.
Has made itself clear about the polemics or debates with other organizations. Our approach is very simple. Our members, and this is in our constitution, are enjoined by the constitution itself not to respond to any provocation, and in particular not to attack other progressive forces. If other people want to do that, that's fine. That is their decision. It's a free country. But we will not be falling into that trap. You know, where we are now here, those of us who are old enough to have been in this space in the 80s will know that this place we are in here was standing on the blood of people. That this particular area in KZN, thousands and thousands and thousands of our people died for nothing because of so-called political rivalry. So we shall never participate in fomenting that kind of history. And we will never regard any organization, let alone a progressive one, as our enemy. The word enemy is a very strong one. It's used only when you intend to do certain things in politics. There's a difference between opponents and rivals and enemies. So we do not take the position of calling any black person our enemy because they are our fellow oppressed people.
So I will start there with this this constitution that Floyd Shivambu and whoever wrote it at the MK political party, that they should not respond or attack any party that is within the left, meaning the progressive parties. They should not be responding to attacks coming from those parties, especially EFF, and they should not attack back. And it is on the background that they want to base their party or the disciplinary behavior in their party to be very respectful. Respect other people and let them respect. I heard Dr. John Trump speak about this. I heard Jacob Zuma speak about this. And I'm like, yeah, we will see how long you're going to last with that in politics. Because how long will you allow someone to poke and you don't respond? You understand? So on paper, it looks good. On paper, I agree with it. It's a great thing that this Pan-Africanist party, I'm saying Pan-Africanist in inverted commas because I don't think the MK is fully Pan-Africanist, but I would say pro-black. It's a pro-black party. Is doing a good thing with their constitution. Their constitution is a very solid document. One thing me and you must understand is that Abu DALI MPOFU and Abu Floyd Shivambu, they started the MK political party, the EFF, with Julius Malema. With that said, coming with the background that they met also in the ANC, you know, these guys, you remember when Julius and the like were being expelled from the ANC, they were represented by DALI MPOFU in the disciplinary hearing, in the disciplinary committee. They were, you know, these people come from way back. Now tell me, don't you think they know Julius Malema better than anyone else? I'm speaking about DALI MPOFU, Floyd Shivambu, and Jacob Zuma. So I think they are saying, listen, Julius, we know him. He once you give him the attention, you give him power to fight back. So we are not going to fight Julius back. And sometimes that strategy works. But like I said, how long can they last? Because Julius is not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Now going forward, the pain that he feels now is taking out. People are saying, no, as a king, the character of Julius, people, that's why this guy is killing the EFF. Well, let them, because The EFF fighters don't think so. It's only me and you from outside who are saying these things and warning, but the EFF is saying, no, we're actually okay. Leave us alone. We don't want to hear anything. Nastelela siyanishaya. Nasqala nisqalile asqalanga umuntu sizonishaya back. That's what the EFF fighters are saying. So I'm saying the Abu DALI, they know Julius. They know him very well. How many meetings did they sit when the EFF was attacked by the ANC, the Democratic Alliance, and all of those people? How many times did they sit, especially now in the tail end with this VBS thing? Don't you think they know the strategy, how the man thinks, you know? So they are saying, no, we are not going to respond to that statement. And yesterday I did say, man, the statement was a little bit clumsy in terms of the selection of the word enemy. DALI MPOFU watched King Said So and said the same thing and said, listen, there's a difference between rivals, opponent, and enemies. When you use the word enemy, you have crossed another line where you can't come back. When you say somebody is your enemy, and you say, we cannot consider any black party to say, no, this black party is our enemy. That when you say enemy, the intentions when you attack that person, it's different. It's different. So they are political opponents. Nobody can deny that. And now you can even say they've surpassed the opponent thing. They are rivals now in the political environment. But they are not enemies. They shouldn't be enemies, according to me. The EFF can continue doing whatever they are doing, and the MK can continue doing whatever they are doing. And like I said, does the EFF team sit down and say, what is our counter from the counter that they did? In boxing, we call it counter the counter. You sit down and draft a plan on how to convince MK voting members, not leaders, not whatever, voting members, why the EFF is better. We call it superior logic. You show them why the EFF is better. You don't have to fight them on because sometimes when you come out and you say the things that Julius say, you chase other people away because they don't understand you. People are just, but Julius, man, hi, man. They don't understand Julius Malema. Some of us who understand him, we're like, okay, we hear what Julius is saying. You understand? Might not agree, but we hear what Julius is saying. He feels people are stealing his members in the party, so they are enemies. You understand? I don't know. But we'll see what will happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very, very much going to be watching very carefully. But I'm hoping, because the MK will be having the spotlight back. Yesterday, I talked about this spotlight that is been changed from the EFF to the MK, and the EFF took it back, and the MK is going to take it back with the December program. They've got a lot of programs in December. The EFF is going to steal some of that spotlight there when they're having the NPA from the 13th, I think, to the 15th. But the 16th again, on the 15th again, is going to be that clash of what news do we cover and everything. And I'm very busy that weekend. I hope I'll have some time to cover it. But guys, let's see what will happen. I want these two political parties, when they are in the spotlight, it is for good things and it's not for them fighting. Look at how silent is this ANC. I'm an ANC and I'm a politicians. There's so many things that they can do. The youth league of the ANC. I don't know. Okay, let me cover this last story. Uli N. People feel like Uli N was disrespected by the CIC when he gave her that point of correction from a distance. People feel like, why did the CIC not call her closer and say whatever he wanted to say to her closer, instead of shouting and putting her in a discomfort situation? Watch this.
We have our officials with us today. My name is Leanne Matthys. I'm the national spokesperson. Let's start off. Let's raise hands, and we'll take one round of 5. Anyone? Let's start off. Raise your hand.
Didn't explain it, Koropan. There is no press statement. We are here to take questions in relation to the conference.
Okay, let me
Because,
be clear.
it's not only these people who are listening to you. The whole country is listening to you, and it doesn't understand what's happening.
Okay, I've been corrected. We are here. We are here today.
Now, Mike,
No. Mike is not working. The mic is not working.
yeah. Mine is, you see, you come late and then mine is working. That's what happened.
Today we have in our EFF presser as part of our lead up to our third National People's Assembly. We don't have a media statement today, so what we will be doing is allowing the media to ask questions in relation to our upcoming NPA. As you know, for those who joined us, we have just concluded the site visit for NASRAC. Our conference starts on the 12th, which will be registration, and then from the 13th to the 15th, we will be based here in NASRAC. So we're going to hand over and give you an opportunity to ask questions in relation to our National People's Assembly.
Guys, we are different types. We lead differently as people. Some people lead just like Julius or Malema does. Some people would have allowed Leanne to continue and correct her after the event. Other people would have called her closer, stop her and call her closer. And, you know, it's different forms of leadership. The one that you closely agree with is because of the type of character that you are. You understand what I'm saying? If you felt like Julius Malema was supposed to call her closer and say, hey, but Leanne, listen, tell these people why we are here, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes and then she starts from scratch. Some of you would have wanted that. But you can see with Leanne's facial expression, you guys know how much I preach about facial expression, voice tone, and body language. You can see even with the body language that it was not comfortable for her, but you can see after she started speaking, she became okay because she understands. But the CIC is correcting the correction that I'm being given is a correct correction. It's not to embarrass me; it's to help the room to be in one page. You understand? So for me, from where I stand, I don't have much of a problem with that type of style. He was not screaming. He was not rude or anything. There's other people, there's other things that you could have, that words, if he used them, like, shh, ish, but when you understand. So he did not use any of those additions. I don't know what they call them. They've got a special phrase, these words that I'm talking about. They just say, no, these people don't know what they want. For me, listening to Julius Malema's voice, it was just to say, let's start. Because remember, I told you guys, he was already on fight mode. Because he was really waiting for those questions about Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and everything. So for me, it was not so bad like people are making it to be on Twitter. Twitter but I wanted to speak about this because I was like, people are so pity. Leanne is okay if one day she comes out and say, I did not like how the CIC addressed me, of which I don't think she will. As the spokesperson, we expect her to be on the ball at all times. She dropped the ball a little bit. The CIC corrected her, throw the ball back to her, and she continued excellently. So for me, I don't see any problem. You guys tell me on the comment section or how you think. Because if you've got a certain standard as a leader, you can't allow things just to... It's like when you walk in a room as a leader, office, and you see papers on the floor, you're asking yourself, but these people here, why are you not picking up the papers? Some people will say, but why didn't you call a meeting and correct us properly? Why did you have to say there was clients there? Why did you make us pick up the papers in front of the clients? No. No, the standard is there. Let's keep the standard. Inform these people properly so that they can know why we are here. So the questions can start, the answering questions. Then we go, then we finish. You guys, I know on the comment section, you will tell me how you feel. But I think right now, in South African politics, we are at a point where it's either you love Julius Malema or you hate him and see everything wrong that he does. The same goes with Jacob Zuma. It's either you love him or you hate him, and you see everything that Jacob Zuma says and does as corrupt, as wrong. That's how we black people are. We are divided. I keep on trying to be the voice of reason to bring you back to say, guys, Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema are not our enemies. They are playing actually in a game called politics where they are also controlled and they don't know. They don't know. Or maybe sometimes they do know. But one thing for sure, this political thing, Nkosiyam. And also tell me what you think, guys, with what I said about Cyril Ramaphosa. Do you think Cyril Ramaphosa, because of this pala thing, because it's not going to be nice, he's going to retire, resign, and just, go face the music outside the ANC? But even if pala is not there, the ANC is not going to improve in 2026 elections. They're not. I don't see the ANC improving. What? Unless if these elections are rigged, what signs are there that the ANC has improved? What have they done, the ANC, to show that they have improved? Anything, any member. I mean, by improve, I mean they want back votes. They want back the doubters. Those who did not come to vote, they are now convinced that the ANC is fine. So I'm saying, Cyril Ramaphosa has dropped the ANC with 17%, okay, in 2024. Why would he sit around to drop the ANC again with another 5%, another 8% in 2026? Why? Why sit around? Because it's not going to end pretty for him if the ANC drops more percentages in 2026. For me, I'm predicting, I'm prophesying that our president is going to resign before those elections, because even campaigning takes too much energy. So I don't know what you guys are going to say. You'll just correct me on the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribe to the channel, showing your boy love on the comment section, educating me sometimes on the comment section. I am one man who takes correction easily, and I like it when people correct me on certain points. Please, as long as it's respectful, I will definitely take the correction that you guys give me. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. December is around the corner. It's the 29th. 29th, guys. Let's continue pushing. Let's be safe, guys. Let's be safe on the road. Let's be safe. Don't have road rage and die unnecessary. Don't drink and drive. Show your family how much you love them. You never know what is going to happen around the corner. And always show your boy King 053 Mr. Easy Imale Nengi some love on the comment section. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.